Hi everyone, this is your members only bonus video for our television show on Lake Bastrop down in South Central Texas. Hopefully you've already seen the show by now, so here's a little additional information for our members only. First of all, Lake Bastrop is a fairly small lake. The lake is near the Lake Bastrop State Park, though not exactly in the state park. The lake is about 900 surface acres. It's got two good park facilities on it, the North Shore Park, the South Shore Park. Both are operated by the Lower Colorado River Authority, well maintained. They've got a couple of nice little cabins you can stay in, excellent boat launching facilities, everything you'll need in the little park facilities right at Lake Bastrop. Now, Lake Bastrop has changed quite a bit since the last time I was there. A few years ago we were there and just caught a lot of largemouth bass fishing the outside edges of hydrilla beds that were growing abundantly around the lake. Well, we made a pretty startling discovery when we got on the lake this year, just a few weeks ago. And that is that most of those hydrilla beds, in fact, all of those hydrilla beds are completely gone. I'm not sure about this, but I believe that someone, either the Colorado River Authority or the Parks and Wildlife Department or someone, has introduced grass carp into Lake Bastrop to help control the vegetation population. I saw several huge carp up in shallow water that I believe were grass carp. Not 100% sure about that, but in any case, the hydrilla is gone. Now, this is an older lake. It was impounded in 1964, so there's not a lot of natural timber and a lot of natural cover left standing in the lake. So other than emergent or submergent vegetation, that's about it in this lake. So what we found is we found a bunch of grass growing up in shallow water, and it's some blade type grass. I do not know the name of this grass, but I'll show you a quick shot of what it looks like. The bad thing about this grass is it only grows in real shallow water, 3 or 4 feet of water. So if I were going to that lake headed into these upcoming summertime months, I would start early around the outside edges of those grass beds. Very shallow water, 3 or 4 feet. I'd fish a topwater bait, a spinner bait, a buzz bait, real shallow. I think you can find some bass up around those, and they're located all around the lower end of the lake. It doesn't take much effort to find those. Look up around any shoreline and you'll see that grass growing. Back off and fish the outside edge of that. Now, the tricky part is once the sun gets up in the middle part of the day, you're gonna have to back off and fish points and try to find little creek channel drop-offs that you can fish with a deep diving crankbait, like one of the new Strike King Pro XS type crankbaits, or the XD crankbaits. I'm sorry, I misspoke. That's the XD crankbaits, the ones that dive a little deeper. You want to be fishing somewhere around that 8 to 12 foot depth. And I would just try to cover a lot of water with a crankbait pulled back off points, back off shorelines, and off of creek channels where you can find a drop-off into a little deeper water. Not any cover out there. You're going to be basically fishing dirt or mud drop-offs. So again, you just got to cover the water with a crankbait. So that's kind of the bass fishing story for Lake Bastrop. It is a power plant lake, so it's going to be warmer than the rest of the cold water lakes headed into these summertime months, but I still believe you can catch some fish there. And again, I'll show you just a quick look at what the lake looks like, but it's a small lake. You can easily fish most of it in a day. And I would, again, concentrate on the lower end, down around the dam, where you'll find a little deeper water. I wouldn't spend a lot of time in these upcoming summer months back up in those creeks because they're going to be really warm and the bass are going to tend to pull out and migrate back out toward deeper water. You can also catch some fish in fairly deep water, 15, 20 feet of water on this lake, on a drop shot rig, Carolina rig, or a Texas rig plastic bait of some kind. I think you can catch some there as well. That's a little bonus video for our members only on Lake Bastrop. Hope you have a great time out there fishing, and we'll see you right here on next week's show, either on our website or on Fox Sports Southwest.